What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with C-Dub Sports Cards, and we are back today with a mail day and a random rip. I've ripped way too much Topps Holiday lately. I'm getting tired of it. I had one more box on the shelf. I want to get rid of it. I will not be buying any more Topps Holiday until the new Topps Holiday comes out for this year. So this will be the last time you see it. Maybe this will be the box with an auto. You never know. Like I said, I'm a sucker for it because it's cheap. And it has a smaller checklist, so the chance of pulling the rookies you are looking for is higher. And I'm a big rookie hunter, so that's what draws me. You also get a hit in every box, which is a nice added bonus. However, every time it's been a relic, like I've said many times before, I'd love to pull an auto out of one, but they're about 1 in 30 boxes. So it's like one out of every, I don't know, it's probably a 20-box case, so like one out of every case and a half, maybe one out of every 2 cases. Not an easy pull. We're also going to do some mail. Some mail's been building up, so we're going to go through the mail as well. We'll start with the mail. I will try to keep names a secret, names and addresses. I will do my best. I know what some of it is. I forget what others is, so we're going to check it out. We're going to get out the scissors. Scissors work better for mail day than the knife. You can be more precise. Let's see here. Looks like some soccer cards. Maybe some other stuff. A lot of times on eBay, if I'm buying an individual card, I will look at what else he has for sale to try to save on shipping. You know, combine the shipping, combine the packaging. So it looks like I bought some soccer cards from this guy. We got a cracked ice Jesus Ferreira on the top, who from Top Sapphire. Sorry, not a cracked ice, a Top Sapphire. That's what I should have said. It is one of the cheaper Sapphire sets. If you ever want to rip a Sapphire product, you can buy, I think it's like 22 MLS for like 50 bucks on like eBay. So it's not like a rare set. It's not an expensive set, but it does look good. Ferreira is a striker in MLS. He has played for the national team before, but we have too many strikers. So like sometimes he makes the squad, sometimes he doesn't. But anyway, there's Ferreira, cracked ice. A Weston McKennie on the Pitch Kings. He's another Team USA guy. A auto of Ferreira on the Immaculate Collection, dual jersey. That's kind of cool, actually. Numbered to 99 for Team USA. Like I said, see, I told you he plays for Team USA sometimes. So there's a Ferreira autograph. He's now with a different team, by the way. This one he's with Dallas. He's now with somebody else. I forget who. Amin Sarr, rookie, on the Bundesliga Chrome Sapphire. I did open a box of that. And there's a pink Sarr to 75. So we got the blue regular and the pink to 75. I'm not sure how good Mr. Sarr is. Does it tell me what position he plays? He is a forward. So, you know, maybe he can score some goals. Here's a Pobega, Tommaso Pobega on the Merlin. I've never bought Merlin. They did do some retail Merlin, but I did not pick any up. Kaka, Ageless Alchemy. Kaka is one of the all-time greats. So there's an Ageless Alchemy from the Merlin set. Kaka. Another Pepe. Pepe on the Zero Gravity. It was probably all 3 Pepes were probably together is my guess. And another Ferreira, Topps World's Finest. So, you know, the highlight of that was probably the Ferreira Immaculate Collection. I'll throw that on a stand for now. But yeah, just some random soccer cards. Nothing very big. But I didn't pay a lot for them, you know. $1 here, $1 there. Some cards that I didn't have in my collection. We didn't break the bank. That's what's important. All right, let's check out the second package. So how's everyone doing? We just had the All-Star break, and I got to tell you, I'm a little upset about some of the things that occurred in the All-Star game. And you might be like, well, you know, it was a good All-Star game. It was a tie game. The home run derby, Cal Raleigh won. He probably deserved to win because, you know, he does lead the league in homers. We'll start with the home run derby. I have no issue with Cal Raleigh winning. I do have an issue with how he advanced to get there. And you'd be like, well, he advanced. Well, he advanced because he out hit Brett Rooker by an inch, according to StatCast. Now, you do realize StatCast is a computer simulation, right? Like, it's not like it was measured by hand. I think if they are within a foot of each other, according to StatCast, it should be a swing-off of some type. And instead, you didn't do a swing-off in the first round. You just let Cal Raleigh advance. And maybe he would have advanced anyway, but you just let him advance for free. And then in the second round, when there was a tie, there was a swing-off. So now all of a sudden you've changed the rules. And I don't think the swing-off involved Cal Raleigh in the second round, but there was a swing-off in the second round. I remember it. And, whoever advanced via the swing-off moved on, but you didn't use that in the first round. So, like, Brett Rooker kind of got hosed, in my opinion. Didn't get a fair shake, didn't get a fair chance. And then in the All-Star game itself, the National League was up 6-0. And then they blew it, and it became 6-6. It's tied after 9 innings. And instead of going to extra innings, they did a home run derby recap, basically, where each team picked 3 players. I think they had to be in the game at the time because the American League lineup wasn't very good. The National League sent up Pete Alonso, who's like a 2 or 3-time defending home run champion. They sent up Kyle Schwarber, who hits 50 bombs a year. And I forget who the third guy was. And the American League had a Rooker who hit 2. Rooker was by far the best performer for the American League. Some guy from Tampa, I think his name is like Aranda. I've never heard of Aranda. I don't watch a lot of Tampa Bay games. He was an all-star this year, so obviously he's having a solid season. But he had 11 homers for the year. Like, that's your best option? Can you send in a pinch hitter? Like, I don't know what the rules are. Like, I don't think they knew what the rules were. Like, I think it was totally done off the cuff. I thought it was stupid. You should do extra innings, and what you should do is implement the extra innings rule that you have in Major League Baseball. Put a guy on second base. Since they've implemented that rule, no extra inning game goes more than like 2 innings. As long as you had 1 pitcher left, he can throw 2 innings, you're good to go. Like, what are we doing? I thought it was dumb. And anyway, the National League won. The last guy, Alonso, didn't even have to hit. Schwarber hit 3 in 3 pitches and won it for him. I don't know if that counts now that he has 3 all-star home runs. Like, I don't know. I thought it was stupid. Anyway, these are some 78 Topps cards that I bought in a lot. In the end, I probably overpaid a little bit. I paid like $1.50 a card. But I don't have that many 78s. In my vintage collection. I do have a 78 Nolan Ryan up here on the wall. There it is. So I didn't have a lot of 78s, so I picked up this lot. Dennis Eckersley, that's like, I think his 3rd year card. Yeah, 3rd year Dennis Eckersley. Home run leaders, Rice and Foster. Earned run leaders, Candelaria, Tanana. Keith Hernandez, it's a really young Keith Hernandez. It's a 4th year Keith Hernandez. Jim Catfish Hunter. Record breaker, Willie McCovey, most times 2 homers in an inning. 2 homers in an inning is pretty tough to do. You got your teams has to bat around. Joe Morgan, NL All-Star. Phil Niekro. And Raleigh Fingers. So yeah, like I said, a lot of Hall of Famers. A couple league leader cards. I probably definitely overpaid for them, but it was a nice little lot of 78 cards, and they are in pretty good shape. There's definitely a couple that are miscut, but that's pretty standard with those older cards, so not a big deal. I'm happy with it. Let's see what we got next. Something protected. That's always nice. We like things well protected. Yes. An autographed soccer card. Goncalo Ramos. He's an up-and-comer for the Portugal team. I think he plays for PSG as well, who just won the Champions League and finished 2nd in the Club World Cup that occurred this summer. They actually somehow got beat by Chelsea. Congratulations to Chelsea, by the way. Chelsea has this ability to win big tournaments. I know they won the Champions League. I think it was 3 years ago, even though they haven't won the Premier League in a really long time. So, okay. a soccer auto. Not numbered or anything. Now this last one, I know what it is. This is a set of Maguire insert cards, and I think I've told you this before. One of the things that I am trying to collect for my PC. Ooh, we might need the knife for this one. Let's see here. One of the things I'm trying to collect for my PC are Mark Maguire insert cards, preferably in his A's uniform or parallels. So, like, you know, parallels from newer sets. Because I know he's been included in, like, Topps Chrome and, like, updates. Sometimes they do, like, All-Star and Home Run Derby cards. I don't necessarily want the base cards, but I would be interested in parallels and stuff like that. And like I said, preferably in his A's uniform. I mean, I know he had some great seasons with the Cardinals. And, you know, if it's in his Cardinals uniform, it's in his Cardinals uniform. But, you know, I remember him as an A. He was my guy when he was an A. Yeah, the Bash brothers, you know, him and Canseco. You know, I was sad when we traded him. Kind of broke my heart a little bit. But, yeah, so Big Mac. I think there was like 50. Oh, my goodness. We got it triple wrapped. I mean, once again, excellent protection. Excellent protection. So I appreciate that for whoever sent this to me, for protecting it very well. So this was like 50 Big Mac cards, all inserts and stuff like that. There was some duplicates, you know, so not necessarily the rarest inserts, but 50 Big Mac inserts. It was like $20. And for the most part, they didn't look like duplicates to me. So, whoops. There might even be some base. Oops. Oh, men down. Men down. Okay, we're gonna have to move this stuff. Hold on one second. Since we're knocking things over and breaking stuff. All right, let's get back into this. Anyway, there might be some base cards too. Just a bunch of Big Mac stuff. Okay. You know, very well taped so it didn't move. That's also appreciated. Contents may shift during traveling, and we don't want that. All right, we got them free. Let's check it out. We'll start with this team bag. Like I said, this one here on the top is like a base one, but still. Big Mac MVP, 99. Award winner, Maguire, Collector's Choice, AL Comeback Player of the Year. Mark Maguire Topps, 98. I don't know if the 98 design has a gold border, but okay. Pacific Maguire, 99. Donruss Big Mac in the A's uniform with his hair flowing, 97. Triple Play Maguire, 93. Triple Play Maguire, awesome action, Triple Play Maguire. So like I said, there are some duplicates. Most homers in a 3-year span, season highlights. Bash Brothers, Maguire and Sierra. That was when Canseco left, so we had to find a new Bash Brother. Pinnacle Maguire, another Bash Brother. Score Maguire. So yeah, there's some base in there too. But whatever. A bunch of Maguires. A bunch of them, like I said, I didn't have a bunch of these. The first time I stopped collecting was like when I went to high school. So that would have been like 95-ish. So I definitely do not have a lot of Maguire in a Cardinals uniform unless it was acquired years afterwards, which could have happened. You know, I did buy cards again, actually, when I went to college for a little bit. So I got back into collecting in like the, you know, early 2000s again. And then stopped collecting again, you know. Off and on a few times has my collecting journey gone. We're back now, and you know, my cards from my youth I unfortunately lost. There was a divorce and garage sale and whatever. They no longer have those. and some got destroyed in a flood. But my collection from college made it. It didn't have anything super valuable, but it did make it. And I did have some stuff that I had acquired from Big Mac from there. So here's a Yardworks Pinnacle McGuire. I'm pretty sure that's an insert. New Order McGuire Fleer Game Time. That's kind of cool. Bowman. What is this? Like a Bowman Chrome? A Bowman Chrome, I guess. Platinum Power McGuire from SP. Marquee Matchup McGuire from SP. Warriors McGuire from Topps Finest, which I think is the base McGuire from that set, but that's cool. Classic McGuire. Ovation Big Mac. Ovation Big Mac. Ovation Big Mac. Apparently there was lots of Big Macs in that Ovation set. A Select Big Mac. That's an interesting picture. Upper Deck 92 Big Mac. That's a cool shot, actually, of a broken bat. Look at that. Sawed it in half, but he's still getting the ball over the infield. Triple Play. I guess that's when he was a kid. To be honest, kind of looks like me as a kid. Mark McGuire, Topps Finest. He was with the Cardinals. Collector's Choice Big Mac. Collector's Choice Big Mac. Checklist Big Mac. Collector's Choice. And another Pacific. And all right. Last pack. Last pack. And then we'll fly through that holiday box. We've done holiday enough. We know what we're looking for. Oh, sorry, bumped the camera. Let me fix you guys again. Okay. Another, we've already seen this card a couple times. Apparently this card came out a lot of this 92 or 93 Upper Deck set. There's the Bash Brother card again. What is this? Another Donruss. Profiles by Kirby Puckett. Topps. Pinnacle McGuire. Collector's Choice Blue. Collector's Choice Blue. Pinnacle McGuire. I guess the Collector's Choice was blue that year. Triple Play. Triple Play. More Ovation McGuires. Apparently that whole set was McGuire. Here's a second-year Gold Cup McGuire. I used to have a ton of this card when I was a kid. I don't know about you guys, but like 88 was kind of like... 88, 89 was probably the heyday of my youth collecting when I was, making enough money to buy a decent amount of cards. Like, I didn't have to have mom buy them. There was a hobby shop then. 88 McGuire, love that card. Stadium Club McGuire, never had that card. Another Warriors McGuire, another Warriors McGuire, and a special edition Mark McGuire. So yeah, just a bunch of random Big Mac stuff. Some are inserts, some are base. A bunch of random Big Mac stuff that I don't think obviously I own some of them back in the day, but I don't think I have any of those now. So it's a good addition. I like it. Like I said, it was $20 for all those cards. Maybe I overpaid. I don't really care. It's for the PC. It doesn't matter when it's for the PC. If it's for the PC, you can overpay a little bit. Not gonna break the bank. Okay, let's get into this holiday box. We got an ornament. I think those can actually be autographed too sometimes. I don't know what you do with an autographed ornament. I guess you send it off to PSA and get them to slab it. I don't know. You get a auto or mem. Hey, look. Pete Alonso again. We've done really good with Pete Alonso. We pulled Pete Alonso out of the 2021 last time. Would have been funny if I did this box versus that box and we had two Pete Alonso ornaments. Because it was also on the shelf. It could have been the 2022 representative. Last time we did a battle between 22 and 20 and nobody won. It was kind of sad. It was like a mem versus a SP for best card. And it was the ornaments were pretty much a wash. Joe Ryan, rookie. CJ Crone. Josiah Gray, rookie. Sorry, Josiah. Dylan Cease, that's a cool shot. Our gray is Jose Miranda, rookie. Dylan Carlson, Gold Cup. Simeon, Ty France, Marcus Stroman, Jake Berger, rookie. Burger Party. Does that mean the next pack can have some fire in it? As fire as we can get anyway. Matt Manning, rookie. Jeff McNeil, Walker Buehler, Renee Pinto, Justin Verlander, Pete Alonso, George Kirby, rookie. Yordan Alvarez, Reed Detmers, rookie. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. So now that we're at the All-Star break, I want you guys to tell me down below in comments who your team is and what they need to pick up at the All-Star break to make a push. Because to be honest, no one's really out of it unless you're a Rockies fan. Like, we've seen teams come back from 10, 15 games down in the second half. They just got to get hot, and the other team's got to get a little cold. What pickup would you like to see your team make? Not position or player, either or. Tell me down below in comments. I'd love to know. Xander Bogaerts, Ethan Roberts, Randy Arozarena, Gold Cup, J.P. Sears, rookie, Muzziotti, rookie on the gray. At least we're getting rookies, but not the right names. Richie Palacios, rookie, Luis Robert, Nick Lodolo, Brian De La Cruz, rookie, Jack Suwinski, rookie. So this is 22. We're looking for Bobby Witts. We're looking for Steven Kwans. We're looking for Julio's. We're looking for Jeremy Pena, who's had a great year so far this year. Yeah, there's some other good guys too. Like, we just need to find them. Paul Goldschmidt, Johan Duran, rookie, another relic. But hey, if you're gonna get a relic, why not get one of the guys right now in Major League Baseball that's a surefire Hall of Famer? Mike Trout. That's not bad. Corbin Burns, Adrian Martinez, rookie. Matty Chapman, Vidal Brujan, rookie. Tim Anderson. There's even a nice spot right there for him to, sign it, Mike Trout. Bang, bang, bang. I wonder if those exist. They probably do. All right. So there's our mem. It's better than we've been doing on mems. Like I said, at least it's a surefire Hall of Fame player. Ooh, there's something different. Something red. I believe those are numbered. Those are fairly rare. Does these have the odds on the back? It does. Red metallic. I don't know if it's a metallic, but red metallic holiday 1 in 92 packs. All right. Ronald Acuna. Spencer Torkelson, rookie. There's one of the guys we were looking for. Strasburg. Xander Bogaerts on the red. It is numbered to 99. So you can pull numbered cards out of holiday. It's not easy. That's the second one I have pulled. The other one was a Spencer Steer rookie. But, Xander Bogaerts at one time was an all-star caliber player. He hasn't done great since going to the Padres, but maybe he can get it back. Juan Soto on the gray. That's not bad. Schwarber, the guy who hit 3 homers and 3 swings in the All-Star game to win it for the National League. Ernie Clement, rookie. Hyun-Jin Ryu. Gavin Sheets. Eric Hosmer. Okay. Haven't seen any of our SP variations yet. One of the things you look for when you're opening holiday products is SP variations. It'll be like guys with Ring of Lights, candy cane bats, Christmas-themed arm sleeves, Santa hats. We should find 2 of those. Jason Crizion, Tony Santillan, rookie, Andrew Benintendi, DJ LeMahieu, Johnny Cueto, Matt Verling, Logan Webb, Justin Verlander, Alex Fido, Rhys Hoskins. Fido, I don't know. Something. We also need to find some of our big rookies. We have only found 1. O'Neal Cruz, that's not terrible. He did hit the furthest home run in the All-Star game. It was 500 and something feet. It had 9 of the 10 longest home runs, so he definitely creates some juice off his bat. Question is, can he make enough contact in the regular season to do anything? He has 16, 17 homers, which isn't bad, but he's hitting 210. Noah Syndergaard, Anthony Rizzo, Nolan Arenado, Lindor on the gray, that's not terrible. Elihuis Montero, rookie, Freddie Freeman, Jose Azocar, Corey Seager, Andre Palante. Yeah, we're whiffing on our rookies. 3 packs left. Still haven't seen any of our SPs either. Not sure if they turn them around this year or I'm just missing them. Joey Wentz, rookie. Whit Merrifield, Joe Dunod, rookie. Yu Darvish, Luis Arraez, Mitch Haniger, Simon Muzziotti, rookie. Francisco Lindor, Gabriel Arias, Ryan Mountcastle Gold Cup. You can always check the bottom of the card in case you do miss the SPs. Down here at the bottom, there's a really small number. I don't know if you guys can see it. It ends in a 1. The SPs will have a different number, so you can always go back and look at the bottom of your cards and find the SP and then figure out what you missed. I did miss one from this set before. It was a candy cane bat. I wasn't really looking for it. And I don't believe they did turn them around this year. Josh Lowe, rookie. That's not terrible. Adam Wainwright, Joey Votto, Josh Winder, rookie. Brian Lavastida, rookie on the gray. We got 3 rookie grays, but no good ones. Heliot Ramos, rookie. That's not terrible. Rendon, Rylan Bannon, Trey Turner, Matt Olson. All right, last pack. Thanks for joining me, guys. It was a longer video than usual. I apologize for that. The mail took a little longer than expected. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jose Miranda, rookie, Juan Soto, Brian Lavastida, Josh Donaldson, Trevor Story, Brandon Nemo, Colton Welker, Christian Walker, Luis Gill. All right, not much of a hit stack. We didn't really find any of the big rookies this time. Like I said, in one box I found all of them. In this box we found none of them. Our hit stack, not a great hit stack. Heliot Ramos, base. Gray Lindor, O'Neal Cruz, rookie. Gray Soto, Torkelson, rookie. That's probably our best rookie. Mike Trout on the mem. And number 299, Xander Bogaerts on the red. Obviously, I missed at least one SP variation. I'll go back and find it later and maybe give you an update. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please leave a thumbs up. Please leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.